Radio. Carnival Radio. Enjoyment Unlimited.
Good evening and welcome to news around the world from Carnival Radio. I am Jesse Foykola. Starting the news this evening from Africa. Cameroon's President Paul Biya will contest Sunday's election, seeking an eighth term that could extend his rule until nearly 100. Biya in power since 1982 removed term limit in 2008 and has consistently won re-election amid allegation of electoral manipulation, which his government denies. His main rival in 2018, Maurice Kamto, has been barred from the race, and opposition parties have failed to unite behind a single candidate, strengthening Biya's re-election prospect. The 21-year-old leader made a rare appearance at a rally in Marua, thanking supporters and dismissing critics. Biya acknowledged citizens' frustrations over poor roads and electricity shortages, promising the problems are not impossible to overcome. Moving to Asia, Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te is expected to unveil an advanced all-domain air defense system called the Taiwan Dome during his National Day address on Friday. Sources say the system will combine locally produced and foreign equipment using smart technology to create an integrated shield against air and missile threat. The initiative comes as Taiwan faces growing military and political pressure over China, which claims that island as its territory. Lai's announcement is expected to highlight Taiwan's resolve to enhance self-defense amid China's expanding military power. As officials in Taipei say the project forms part of broader defense upgrades aimed at strengthening deterrence. Moving to Europe, French President Emmanuel Macron is searching for his sixth prime minister in less than 2 years as France faces a deep political crisis. Macron's office announced this on Thursday today, stating that he would name a new prime minister within 48 hours after outgoing Premier Sebastien Lecornu held 2 days of constitutions and consultations to find a path forward. The political deadlock has stalled effort to pass a crucial austerity budget demanded by investors alarmed over France's growing deficit. Government spokesperson Aurore Beguet said the situation represents the last chance for responsible leadership to restore stability. In North America, thousands of Cubans today Thursday protested outside the U.S. Embassy in Havana over the war in Gaza hours after Israel and Hamas announced a ceasefire and hostage deal. The demonstration, led by President Maduro Canel and organized by Cuba's communist government, filled the Malacon Boulevard and prompted the embassy to suspend services. Protesters waved Palestinian flags and called for peace, accusing Washington of fueling the conflict by supplying weapons and diplomatic backing to Israel. Many voiced doubts over the ceasefire durability, citing past unfulfilled peace promises. In South America, Brazil's Finance Minister Fernando Haddad stated today Thursday that the government will take time to assess options to strengthen the national budget after a key tax proposal was dropped by Congress. This comes after the lower house on Wednesday removed from its agenda a plan to overhaul investment tax section that was expected to generate about $3.9 billion in revenue next year. The measure seeks to raise taxes on interest on equity and unify income tax rate on financial investment. Haddad told newsmen in Brasilia that Brazil's Supreme Court has affirmed the president's power to adjust some tax rates and added that the ruling provides confidence that the government can still meet its fiscal targets this year. After the last news or news around the world this evening, in Australia and India have agreed to deepen defense cooperation and maritime security, signing a mutual submarine rescue pact during the 4th Annual Defense Ministers' Dialogue in Canberra. Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, on his first visit to Australia in over a decade, met with his counterpart Richard Marles to discuss defense industry collaboration and technology exchange. The two nations also agreed that India would service and repair Royal Australian Navy ships deployed in the Indian Ocean. And I hand news around the world from Carnival Radio. The news was brought to you by Carnival Radio News and Current Affairs Department, compiled by Elizabeth Teresi Okem Koko. I am Joseph Oyukola. Good evening and please do well to enjoy your night. Good night.